family unit will be deported?
The child who's born in the United States, who's a birthright citizen of the United States, would also be deported in that,
Yes.
in that case?
That's correct. There are legally contested questions under the 14th Amendment of whether the child of an illegal immigrant is indeed a child who enjoys birthright citizenship or not. They're contested.
That was presidential candidate Vivek Ramaswamy. He wants to end birthright citizenship. In other words, the children of illegals born in America would not be Americans. Radical stuff. Vivek Ramaswamy is with me here in the studio in New York. Welcome to the program again, Vivek.
It's good to see you, Stuart.
That was very strong stuff, outlawing birthright citizenship. What justifies that?
So if you have entered this country illegally with the intention of having a child here as a basis for establishing citizenship in this country, that is not something the 14th Amendment was designed to protect against. And Stuart, if you want to get on the legal scholarship side of this, a kid of diplomats who's born here definitely does not qualify for birthright citizenship because there are qualifiers in the 14th Amendment. It says you have to be subject to the laws and jurisdiction thereof. And so I'm highlighting previously unexplored questions because we're facing a border crisis.
Yeah.
There are thousands, tens of thousands of illegal migrants crossing the southern border every day. Even the Democrat mayor of the city we're in right now, in New York City, claiming that this will destroy New York City and cities across this country. We can't sit by and watch passively. I think we have to treat people with respect, with dignity, but we're a nation founded on the rule of law. That means that if you come here illegally and have kids, birthright citizenship should not extend to the kids of illegal immigrants in this country.
President Biden seems to be more worried about global warming than nuclear war. I'm just going to roll a quick soundbite. Roll that tape, please.
The only existential threat humanity faces, even more frightening than a nuclear war, is global warming going above 1.5 degrees in the next 10 years. And it'd be real trouble. There's no way back from that.
Well, is global warming an existential threat in your view?
I believe it is not. I think that 8 times as many people die of cold temperatures rather than warm ones. The right answer to all temperature-related deaths is more abundant access to fossil fuels. Stuart, there's a 98% reduction in the climate disaster-related deaths, hurricanes, tornadoes, heat waves, over the last century, again owing to more access to fossil fuels. So respectfully, I disagree with President Biden. I think that the heightened threat of nuclear war is actually as high as it's been since the end of the Cold War. I'm worried about marching our way into major armed conflict with the Russia-China alliance. I do see that as a greater threat.
Madam Secretary, it's good to have you on the show.
Hey,
I want to
Mika.
ask you about an issue we've been talking about here on the show for the past 2 days, given an article written by David Ignatius and some comments made by Mitt Romney when he announced that he would not be running again. From your experience, which you've had many viewpoints of effective presidency and building teams, as a first lady, as a member of the Senate, as a secretary of state, as a presidential candidate, you know, putting together a team and an administration doesn't come easily and isn't magic. And it's definitely not an argument that President Biden has had an effective presidency, that he has gotten things done, whether or not people agree with his policies. Do you think the questions about his age are legitimate?
Well, the question's legitimate, but the conclusion that people draw is, I think, off base. Look, I am supporting President Biden and Vice President Harris because of what they've gotten accomplished. I'm kind of old-fashioned that way. I like to see people, you know, as I said, tackle big problems, bring people together, and try to forge solutions. And I don't know about anybody else, but I'm kind of happy that we're fixing our bridges and our roads and the rest of our infrastructure. And I'm thrilled that we are going to compete with China on advanced manufacturing and that we're going to make the transition to clean energy as quickly as we possibly can, plus bring down drug prices. And I could go on and on. So when people say to me, well, he's old, yeah, that's right. But look at what he's gotten done. And then, if that's not enough for you, look at the alternative. A wrecking crew. People who, as Mitt Romney said, do not even believe in our Constitution, who don't want to solve problems, who only want to engage in meaningless, endless partisan sniping.
Hi friends, I'm Tisha Powell. I have a familiar face. You've seen me on Fox News before. Now I'm here on YouTube doing the breaking news story, and you just saw two segments. One from Fox News or Fox Business News, and the other one was from MSNBC, Joe and Mara. And let's talk about Vivek Ramaswamy. He is saying on this segment that he wants to stop illegal immigrants when they have babies in the United States. It's a US born baby, and guess what? They get all the benefits. They haven't even worked a penny, and they're coming in and they're getting all the benefits for their children. And then we wonder why we owe 32 trillion US dollars. Let me explain something to everyone. The government money is a supplement. It is not an entitlement. This is why Social Security and all these programs are dying, because we have all these illegal immigrants coming all over the world, and they too are living on it, and they never paid into it because they're having US born citizen. And what Vivek Ramaswamy is saying, that if you're a diplomat and you have a baby in the United States, you don't get that baby doesn't become a citizen. So why is it that somebody who come to America illegally, not legal, illegally? So we know that they crossed the border, and we know also too that they broke the law. Why should they have a US citizen baby? It's not fair. And then they're getting all of the benefits. They haven't even paid assist into it, and certain states allow them. I remember when I had my 9-year-old twins, they're US born. They were born in this country. I've lived here for 20 years. I've been coming here for 41 years. And my twins are 9-year-old US born twins. And we had to buy medicine for them, and we had to buy formula for them. And I remember meeting a lot of illegal immigrants, and they were getting the WIC program for free, and they were just laughing at us because here's my husband. My husband was born in Brooklyn, and our kids were born in Boca Raton, and we had to buy Similac formula every week for our children. We worked 9 to 5, 2 jobs just to support them. And then you had these illegal immigrants who just came into America, and voila, they got the WIC program, and they got free medicine and free food stamps and free food for their children. And that's when I knew the system was wrong. And that's how I recognized that, hey, we owe $32 trillion. Where's that money coming from? America is done the way we know it. Go ahead and hedge yourself. Now, Hillary Clinton said on MSNBC that President Joe Biden should run. She wants him to run. Of course she wants him to run because she doesn't like Donald Trump and she wants Biden to win. She never got a chance to really become president, and she blames, even to this day, President Donald Trump. So she wants Biden to run because she's got beef with Trump. So what are you going to do now to hedge yourself against this inflation? Because as you can tell, there's no cure for this illegal immigrant coming in. Big government will do nothing, and the $32 trillion isn't going away. Even if we pay that over 1,000 years, we'll still owe money. It took Great England 60 years to pay $40 billion back. So 32 trillion will not be paid off in 60 years. So you are going to hedge yourself against it. Folks, go ahead, friends and family, hit that free like and that free subscribe button. It means a lot. It tells us the shows to go ahead and put. So we want you to go ahead and hit that free like and that free subscribe button. Check out the tag products today at Neiman Marcus. They're gorgeous. This is what's happening now. Retail is coming to the internet. You can actually shop while you watch the show. Check them out. It ships. It's going to be able to ship anywhere in the world. It's gorgeous. Neiman Marcus is like the #1 store in the United States. It's gorgeous. Now I'm going to give you 3 tips to get out of debt. Remember, Social Security will be $1,800 average person. That's not going to be enough for you. And also, too, your credit cards are averaging $15,000. That's bad debt. So get rid of the 3 bad debt that is keeping you behind. Your student loans. Come on, President Joe Biden. Go ahead and get us out of that. That's 38,000 for undergrad. That's bad. Your car loan, 32,000. If it is a brand new car, it is 720. If it's used, it's 527. That does include gas, which is another $200. That does include insurance, which is another $200. So you're looking at $1,100 for a car. Bye-bye. That's got to go. You don't have any time to have $1,100 a month for your car, your insurance, and your gas. You just don't. Get rid of the car payment. $15,000 in credit card, that's got to go. What are you going to do? You are going to pursue assets. You're going to pursue digital asset, which is TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, Google, anything, Amazon, Shopify, Airbnb, Zillow. Anything with a platform and you are the tenant, it's digital asset because it's going to cash flow. So you're going to start a business on the internet because it is cheap to start a business on the internet. And there are 2 billion people there per day. You're going to look into real estate as well. Go ahead. There are 4,800 banks in the United States. You are a U.S. citizen or green card holder. Call a lender today. Get pre-approved a mortgage. They're going to look at 3 main things: your credit, your bank statements, and your tax return. So have those 3 things ready to go. You'll know how much you qualify. Use Zillow. Zillow can tell you exactly what you qualify for. Number 3, you're going to invest. You're going to save, and you're going to call one of those lenders, and you're going to start a mutual funds. But you already have a 401. Start a mutual funds as well. Start a mutual fund. I am telling you, you need a mutual fund. And look at the top cap rate stocks to get into: Apple, Tesla, Facebook, Amazon, Alphabet, Google. Everything that has high cap rate is good stocks for you. I'm Tisha Powell, folks. Go ahead and hit that free like and that free subscribe button and check out the tag products at Neiman Marcus. And those videos you watched, there were segments on MSNBC and Fox Business. We'll be back later today to talk real estate. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button. We release these shows on a daily basis, but we don't know what time. So when you subscribe, you will be the first to get the latest breaking news.